who left a young boy inside a cardboard box alone. A college student stumbled upon the grim scene near trees. Officers arrived to find the child wrapped in a blanket. His hair was recently cut, likely by someone in haste. The box originated from a nearby department store delivery truck. Police printed thousands of flyers to identify the lost boy. Despite the massive effort, no parents came forward to claim. He was buried as America's unknown child in a grave. Technology eventually allowed investigators to re-examine the original physical evidence. DNA testing finally provided a name for the forgotten boy. A college student found the box abandoned near the woods. Officers opened the container to reveal a young boy inside. The box once held a bassinet sold at local stores. A plaid blanket wrapped his small frame against the cold. Doctors noted recent surgical scars and a fresh haircut too. His hair was hacked off, likely by an amateur hand. Detectives dusted the box, but found only smudged, useless prints. Police printed thousands of flyers to hang across the city. Citizens called in sightings, though most led to dead ends. Strangely, nobody reported a child matching his description as missing. A college student stumbled upon a chilling sight that morning. Inside a discarded cardboard carton, investigators found a young boy. Officers noted the child was wrapped in a cheap blanket. His hair had been recently cut, leaving behind stray clippings. Detectives scoured the surrounding woods for any discarded personal items. Police distributed thousands of flyers across Philadelphia to identify him. Months turned into years without a single solid tip surfacing. They buried him in a potter's field, marked just unknown. Locals kept fresh flowers on his grave, refusing to forget. It was a puzzle missing its most vital central piece. Police arrived at the wooded lot after a frantic tip. They found a discarded cardboard box near Susquehanna Road Bridge. Inside lay a young boy, wrapped in a plaid blanket. His hair had been recently cut, leaving clumps on skin. Detectives scoured the surrounding brush for any discarded personal items. Philadelphia residents were stunned by the sheer cruelty of abandonment. Thousands of flyers were printed, showing his face to commuters. A corduroy cap was found nearby, oddly clean and new. Doctors noted signs of chronic malnutrition and past physical trauma. Despite their efforts, no missing child report matched his profile. Detectives combed through the Fox Chase woods for any discarded item. They plastered thousands of posters across Philadelphia to spark public memory. The boy was wrapped in a distinct, plaid wool blanket fragment. Investigators traced that specific fabric pattern to a local textile mill. They checked thousands of sales receipts, hoping to find a buyer. The cardboard box itself originated from a nearby J.C. store. Retailers sold these items so frequently that tracking individual customers proved. Doctors noted old surgical scars, suggesting he had received professional care. Clumps of hair lay nearby, as if someone had hurriedly cut. Authorities suspected this amateur trim was a desperate attempt to hide. A college student stumbled upon a cardboard box containing remains. Detectives quickly cordoned off the wooded area near Susquehanna Road. They found a malnourished boy, roughly 4 years old, discarded. The box itself originated from a local J.C. store. Police printed thousands of posters, plastering them across Philadelphia neighborhoods. Citizens flooded the station with tips, though none provided clarity. Doctors noted recent surgical scars, suggesting he received medical care. His hair had been shorn off, likely to hide his identity. He was buried in a pauper's grave, marked only as unknown. For 60 years, the boy remained a nameless, haunting enigma. A college student stumbled upon a cardboard box dumped nearby. Inside lay a young boy, his hair recently crudely shorn. Detectives plastered his face across every utility pole in Philadelphia. Despite thousands of flyers, not one person claimed the child. A distinctive wicker basket near the scene offered little help. It's honestly baffling how a child simply disappears from history. Decades later, investigators exhumed the body for modern DNA testing. They re-examined the plaid blanket found wrapped around his frame. Genetic genealogists began building family trees from tiny DNA fragments. Finally, the database matched a relative, revealing his true name. Investigators faced a wall of silence for over 50 years. Modern genetic genealogy finally offered a path through the fog. They mapped distant relatives to narrow down a specific lineage. A name emerged from the records after generations of mystery. The boy was finally identified as 4-year-old Joseph Augustus Zarelli. That practical change soon reached ordinary daily life. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates. Detectives looked toward neighboring states to find his missing origins. Information about his mother eventually surfaced through these targeted searches. This discovery linked the boy directly to his biological family. Investigators found a discarded cardboard box near a dense thicket. Inside lay a young boy, his hair recently shorn short. Police quickly circulated his photograph, hoping someone would recognize him. They plastered thousands of flyers across every corner of Philadelphia. Despite the massive effort, not a single valid lead appeared. He was buried in a humble grave, marked only unknown. Decades passed, and forensic science finally began to evolve rapidly. Technicians exhumed his remains to extract precious, long-awaited genetic data. They uploaded his profile into public genealogy databases for comparison. Finally, a match surfaced, revealing the boy's true identity years later. Police found the small body wrapped in a frayed blanket. Investigators combed the thick undergrowth for any discarded personal items. They identified the cardboard container as a bassinet shipping box. Tracing those specific boxes led them to a local store. Thousands of sales records offered no direct link to him. Detectives plastered his post-mortem photo across the entire city. Citizens flooded the precinct with tips, most proving quite irrelevant. Fingerprints were smeared, leaving the lab with very little hope. With no identification, he was laid to rest as unknown. The file went cold, tucked away in a dusty cabinet. Investigators combed the freezing woods, searching for any overlooked clues. That cardboard container held a child's worn, discarded woolen blanket. Detectives tracked the box serial number to a local store. Thousands of these boxes sold, making the lead mostly useless. They checked nearby orphanages, hoping for a missing child report. Bureaucratic records offered no names matching the boy's physical description. His hair looked unevenly shorn, like someone cut it hastily. Police visited every barber in the city, asking for recognition. Memory is a fickle thing, often failing under intense pressure. Despite these exhaustive efforts, the investigation hit a complete wall. Investigators finally extracted viable DNA from the boy's preserved remains. They uploaded his genetic profile into massive public ancestry databases. Matches soon emerged, pointing toward a specific family tree branch. Records confirmed the child was 4-year-old Joseph Augustus Zarelli. Detectives scoured decades of birth certificates to verify his identity. Police announced the discovery, ending 65 years of painful anonymity. Philadelphia residents left flowers at his gravesite, finally knowing him. Authorities shifted their focus toward finding whoever caused his death. It is honestly impressive how modern science untangles such mysteries. Joseph now rests with his name restored, his story finally complete.